It's 95% done, and now we're seeing the promenade kick off. So they're going to start off with the shops.
The town center development is taking shape, and we're getting an update on the project.
President Jeff Douglas of Douglas Property Development says with the housing now in place, they've moved their attention to the promenade.
We have in final engineering now the other buildings that will be at Bulldog and Central, basically across from the movie theater. So we're going to come in with the coffee shops and the restaurants across the street from there. Obviously, the BJ's going in across on 100. You're seeing the core start to happen.
Douglas says the anchors are in place for a vibrant community with amenities.
We'll bookend it with the walkability around the community, around the parks. You'll be able to walk from Publix. You'll be able to walk to the tennis center. Anybody that hasn't been over there, go to the Southern Recreational Center. It is world class.
Douglas says the town center development is built on partnerships.
Now it's the YMCA, it's the arts, it's the daily activities that'll be coming in there. By the way, I'd like to let Life Coast Church has purchased a property. It's going to be building in town center as well. So there's a lot we didn't touch on. We'll be bringing it out here in the next few months.
Douglas says many of those retail shops and restaurants should begin opening within the next 2 years. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, August 19th. To get a closer look at Amendment 4 on this year's ballot, Liz Ryan spoke to advocates from both sides of this sensitive topic.
Senate Minority Leader Lauren Book is in favor of voting yes on Amendment 4.
Amendment 4 would restore a woman's right to choose and have medical freedom in this state.
Kelsey Pritchard of Susan B. Anthony Pro-Life America urges a no vote on Amendment 4.
Amendment 4 is a California-style amendment that would allow all trimester abortion. It's going to force taxpayers to fund abortion, and it's also going to implicate parental rights.
Book says Amendment 4 is needed to protect the health and safety of pregnant women.
Women in our state are having complications that come along with pregnancy and are having to sit in their car and develop sepsis-like symptoms to go and receive appropriate health care to end a pregnancy and get a procedure that they should be entitled to have.
Pritchard's position:
every single state in the nation allows women to receive emergency care for miscarriage, ectopic pregnancy, for any other type of emergency. There's a life of the mother exception.
She's concerned that this amendment doesn't define viability.
It never says at what point abortion would be limited. So that means at any point in the second trimester, even the third trimester.
Book says Amendment 4 doesn't address viability.
That's not in the bill. That should be determined between a woman and her doctor. If viability changes, 20 weeks, 23 weeks.
Book argues the current law is too restrictive.
You may be past 6 weeks. You're out of luck right now. But under this language, if you have a mental capacity issue or you're on psychotropic medication, you can make that decision with your healthcare provider.
Pritchard says the term healthcare provider is too vague.
They never use the word doctor in the amendment. Could be the receptionist at Planned Parenthood. Could be somebody who has no medical training whatsoever.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. The auditorium at Flagler Palm Coast High School isn't just an auditorium.
It's the Fitzgerald Performing Arts Center. Amelia Fulmer is with the center, and she said on a recent episode of Lifeline that you will want to come to the Fitz.
This is the season that we've got quite a few headliners. We're really excited about bringing people that you've seen before, but mainly people that are new to Palm Coast and bringing them to the Fitz.
Fulmer said that you'll be amazed with who's coming to the Fitzgerald Performing Arts Center this season. You can listen to Lifeline here on WNZF Saturday mornings at 9 or anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, Amelia Fulmer gives up who's coming. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
The fourth annual 9/11 Memorial Tribute Climb is set to take place at the picturesque Hammock Beach Golf Resort and Spa. This year's event, now recognized as a 501c3, aims to raise funds to enhance its impact with the anticipation of over 150 climbers participating. Lacey Martin, CEO and founder of 9/11 Memorial Tribute Climb, Inc.
This event started with a couple firefighters who came to me and just wanted to say, hey, we're going to climb these stairs in tribute and in memory of all the fallen from 9/11. And I thought it was such a beautiful tribute that I wanted to see it through and make sure they had a great experience.
Plus, Martin secured a partnership with Flagler Schools, keeping the memory of 9/11 alive and educating children about its significance. And your participation is requested too.
7:45 registration starts. The climb promptly begins at 8:46 when the first tower was struck. So please come out and join us. It's a patriotic event, an educational event. Just come out.
For more information, visit 911memorialclimb.com. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Licio with your WNZF local sports update.
The season is here in Football County. Kickoff Classics took place Friday night with FPC hosting Deltona. The Bulldogs got off to a fast start. Marcus Mitchell scored the first of his 3 touchdowns on 4th and goal from the 1, and Mikhail Zizek caught a 10-yard touchdown pass from Hayden Hayes to make it 14-0 after a quarter. The Wolves defense buckled down in the second with a goal line stand, and Deltona found the end zone to make it 14-7 at the half. The Bulldog offense wasted no time in the third, with Mitchell scoring from 3 yards out before rumbling 50 yards for touchdown number 3.
Once I hit them the first half, they like to make business decisions. So once they start making the business decisions, I cut it up. Touchdown.
On the next drive, Hayes hit Roman Caliendo for a 47-yard score. Hayes on his big tight end.
The whole offense was kind of in a slump in the first half. I told him to look at, the other team's sideline. I said, nobody over there can tackle you. Not one.
Caliendo had 5 grabs for 98 yards. Hayes put an exclamation point on the game in the fourth, hitting Zizek for an 83-yard bomb. Dogs win 42-7. Hayes finished with 365 yards, 167 of those to Zizek. Marcus Mitchell had 198 yards rushing as the Bulldogs outgained Deltona 621-84. On defense, Rosario Watkins had an interception and Colby Cronk had a sack.
We have a lot of talent. We're going to get after it next week, the week after, to be even greater.
FPC has week 1 off. WNZF will be in Winter Park for their opener against Lake Howell a week from Friday. Matanzas traveled to Orange City to face a university team looking to build on a 10-win season a year ago. The young Pirates showed promise, but University took the varsity portion 26-0. The Pirates opened the season against Bishop Kenny Friday on the WNZF Sports Network. Listen here and on the Flagler Radio app, watch on the WNZF Facebook page and the Flagler Radio YouTube channel. Tuesday, Matanzas Volleyball hosts Spruce Creek at 7. Senior Ashley Samsell is a 2-sport athlete for the Pirates. Her expectations coming off a record 21-win season.
Go far in playoffs, have a great season. I believe we set a record last year for the winningest record, so just trying to match that or at least up our game and continue to get better.
Also tomorrow at 7, the Lindsey Stewart era begins at FPC against Atlantic. This is your home for local sports, with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the WNZF Sports Desk, I'm Mike Licio.